So just a quick update on this guy. A couple things I missed and some explanations. One, there's little tabs here on the wings that allow these to peg in when it's in truck mode, and I forgot to show this off. That's my fault. I'm kicking myself because this panel here, it does kind of push this together a little bit and then allow this panel here to plug in to the top of the cab. It doesn't just hang loose. I forgot to show that off, and I actually had figured that out before I shot the video review. And then forgot. And it was like, well, this thing just kind of sits under here, and I forgot to lock it in, and I knew about that. One thing I did miss is there are actually panels here on the back that flip out before you lift the fin up. You can flip this panel out, and that kind of clips on over this tab here and fills in that gap in the back. I was looking for something like this. Like, all the pictures I had to go on were of the prototype and the gray prototype. And on that one, it had the panels were bigger and they flipped out of the front of the cab. They flipped from here toward the back. And I was looking for something like that, and I didn't see it, and I didn't catch the folded up tab under here behind the fin. So that's my fault. Somebody pointed out there were some more steps, and when I looked again, I found them. So the jet does hold together a little bit more stably. Now, the part that broke, and if you're careful, you wouldn't have this problem. When you see this piece, it was this piece right here, and you can see this. You can see it gets really thin right here on this side of the screw. And I'm pretty sure it cracked there because you can see more of a stress over on this side than you can on this side. I'm pretty sure what happened is it cracked there and it caught on a little piece of flash because the tip of this. You can kind of see there's a space there. The pieces in the front, the very thin pieces in the front, are a separate part from this panel back here. And this side got caught on a little piece of flash there right as it was rotating around with the crack here. And it just kind of pulled this whole part away from the screw. And that's what sheared that off. It didn't take a whole lot of force, but if you make sure you don't have any flash sticking up in there, it shouldn't be an issue if you pick this up. Shouldn't have happened in the first place, but because like I said, there really was no excessive force when I was transforming that, and it just popped right off. But just do be careful of that. I don't know if it was cracked, at what point in the process it had cracked. I don't recall doing anything that would have cracked it since when I got it. But again, if it were catching on that the whole time, it could have been slowly wearing away that piece, because you can see it's really thin. And this side is not damaged at all. That's not the chip. The chip is over here. You can see this whole chunk of it was missing. But it's really thin right there at the screw. And that's eventually what happened there. So yeah, like I said, it's disappointing because if you're careful with it, you shouldn't have any problems. But it would have been nice to not have that happen on camera, because the jet mode is not bad. The tanker truck is pretty cool. I like the detachable cab. The robot mode looks pretty decent too. So. But yeah, I just want to update on the fact that like this piece does tab in under here, and there are some little flip out tabs back here for the most part, as well as these little things that lock the wings in vehicle mode or in tanker truck mode. So yeah, like I said, nice looking jet, nice looking tanker truck, good looking robot. Just be careful, because like I said, there are some fragile bits on the thumbs. I still don't like those fingers. But so yeah, just a quick update.